Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Lieutenant James Gordon based on his appearance in Batman Year 1. So this figure was a Walmart and McFarlane store exclusive. I got mine through the McFarlane online store. Walmart isn't the best with pre-orders in my experience, so that's why I went with the McFarlane store. He is showing up at Walmart's as well. Seems like people have been able to find him fairly easily. I say that in quotations. I haven't been to Walmart in a little bit here, so I'm not sure. But you can still get him if you're looking for him. So, but yeah, you might have to go to Walmart for that. But anyways, I love Year 1. If you saw my Batman Year 1 review, big fan of the story. Of course, I'm a Commissioner, or in this case, Lieutenant James Gordon fan. And yeah, excited to have like a comic book accurate Jim Gordon here. So yeah, without further ado, let's get him out of the packaging and let's take a closer look. All right, so here is the figure outside of the packaging. So the only accessory he comes with is a weapon. He comes with a gun, which is nice since, you know, he's Jim Gordon. He should have a gun. It'd be cool if he came with a badge also. That would have been fun for the other hand, but that's okay. But glad we're able to see weapons now in these Gold Label exclusive figures. Not even a collector edition figure, just a regular Gold Label, so that is nice. There's the trading card art, which is, of course, beautiful artwork there. And then as far as the figure itself, let's talk about first, you know, how accurate he is to the source material. I know I beat up the Year 1 Batman quite a bit in my last review about the colors of the suit and all that. With Jim Gordon, I don't have a strong opinion. To me, this looks like Jim Gordon. Does it scream Year 1? Not necessarily, but also, you know, it's just a cool Jim Gordon figure. Sure, it would have been cool if like the glasses had the white like you see here and a lighter blue, but that's really nitpicky. I think this is still a good representation of a younger Lieutenant James Gordon. So for me it works. Again, I'm not as harsh on this look as I was on the Year 1 Batman. This is using the Constantine body from a few years ago. Still the same problem that I had with that figure is the cut for the articulation there, because it looks like his shirt is torn, and that has always bothered me. Like, you know, and it's not like you get a ton of articulation with that, you know, anyways. So, I mean, it's fine. You can see him moving back, but with the trench coat, he kind of pops right back forward. So I wish that was just one solid piece, like they did with the Heath Ledger Joker, but still, it works for me. I love the brown of the trench coat there. I love the khakis. You know, the color of the shirt I think looks really nice. I think the head sculpt turned out pretty well there. And then you can see his gun. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good looking young Jim Gordon or Commissioner Gordon figure for your Batman collection. You know, I think he's going to fit in quite nicely. He's got two open hands there. Would have been nice if either this was a closed fist or if it came with a badge. I think that would have been a nice little extra touch there. But no, I'm very happy with this figure. You know, it's a Jim Gordon figure. I think, you know, for filling out your Bat family, this is going to fit in quite nicely. As far as articulation goes, you can see here this is an older body, but still works pretty well for the figure there. And for the character, I should say. Good range of motion with the head. But yeah, it's a good looking Jim Gordon figure. Let's see how he looks compared to a few other Batman figures. Alright, so there he is next to Hush Batman on the right, and of course the Year 1 Batman on the left. And I think he scales pretty well with both of these. You know, depending on the depiction of Batman, obviously Hush Batman is a lot bigger than this Jim Gordon, while the Year 1 Batman is almost, you know, about the same size of him, which I think is probably accurate to the comic book. I don't remember him being that much bigger than Jim Gordon in the comic book, so I think from that perspective, they scale well together. But there you go. There's your look at Jim Gordon. Not too much else to discuss with this guy. Again, I'm a fan of the character, obviously, and of this figure. I think if you want a standard a nice looking Jim Gordon for your collection, he's definitely the one to pick up. Again, I picked up mine from the McFarlane Toys online store. I don't think it's available there anymore, so I would head to your local Walmart and also keep checking the website to see if it goes back up for order. But there you go. There's your look at Jim Gordon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, appreciate you guys watching this, and have a great day.